Why hello there, my fellow salt of the earth, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to State of Decay 2 Lethal Curveballs, Episode 37, Stable Community. You play this map all the time, you never noticed they both give water? Yeah. Water tower and the pump station both. So yeah, the real power of the cell phone tower is when you're trying to clear out plague hearts or just drive around where there's a lot of plague hearts on the map and not piss them off, not wake them up. Because that plague disruptor helps to keep the plague hearts quiet and dormant. But once you've, like, at this point I've killed roughly 2/3 of the plague hearts on the map, so there's not a lot of plague heart territories left, and there's not a lot of plague hearts that are linked to one another left. So it's not a big deal if I wake up a heart, because I have already a well-established community, and I have the means to kill hearts pretty effectively, so the advantage of plague disruption is, reduced. Which is why I could do without it at this point, and have running water instead. I wonder how much longer it is on those building projects. So we almost have a fully established base. Oh, yep, they're done in a minute. Perfect. Trail Beast is a light vehicle kit. $15 circuitry. How much circuitry do I have? 23? Yeah, it's probably not worth it. For a vehicle I'm not likely to use. So the lounge is done. Gives a lot more morale per day. I thought it... Oh, it's not this type of lounge that gives extra beds.
I believe some thank yous are in order.
And the field hospital's done. So the field hospital has special treatment options where, for pretty high cost, you can heal all injuries and trauma or heal all infection. It has the same like medical help for treating active characters' infection or removing active characters' injuries and traumas. If you have a doctor, you also have the knowledge of medicine for primary care. You've got reduction in injury and trauma. You got the resting infection recovery rate increased if you have a pathologist. It still, of course, can still make stuff like plague cure, which is, important when you get plagued like I do. So let's put this in the trunk before I forget. So it has all the benefits of a regular infirmary plus extra, in other words. I don't have a doctor to run it. But let's take a look at what it actually looks like. So this is it. A pretty good field hospital, I'd say. Not bad. Unless it's like windy and raining. And then the last thing we wanted to do is to make the hydroponics. Boom. Getting that underway. So that will be done in about 10 minutes.
You know, this ain't a bad group to spend my days with.
Why, thank you. Poker night, movie night. Raises threat level significantly. Yeah, that's fine. In fact, I have spare labor. Can I get a doctor? Yeah, I could actually get a doctor pretty easily. Kerr and Arnold both have empty slots. So I could teach them doctoring, and they would be able to become doctors. So we've got Ivan the munitionist, Marcus the auto mechanic, New the electronics, Kerr, empty slot, Tontrill is cuisine, Arnold's empty slot, Silvio is plumbing. Plumbing is also what runs hydroponics. Paul, agriculture, and Thomas is pharmacology. So I would say Thomas's extra skill and Tontrill's extra skill is kind of like meh. Pharmacology and cuisine is not nearly as important as some of the other ones. But the last thing I wanted for you guys to vote on is to elect a trade leader, because that's going to be our final winning leader. So who to elect as leader? So we could re-elect Silvio. We would need to raise him up to hero status, but that's fine. We could elect Arnold. Same deal. He would need to become a hero. He would need to be raised up to hero status to become a leader, but that's fine. He's very, very close. He's the newest member, I think, so that'd be a little weird, but I'd be okay with it. Then there's Ivan, who's already a hero, so he could immediately become a trade leader. He's been a long-standing member of the community, but he gripes a lot. He complains a lot. And it's between those three. So this is pretty much the last election we're going to have. Unless someone dies, I don't suspect that it's going to change. Oh, Tontrell was on... Yeah, I actually don't care about a sheriff mission, because we're not doing the sheriff victory condition. Stick him and Kerr in the hospital. In the hospital, install the biochem. Lovely farms. So, here's a little base tour. We got this lovely farm. Some corn, some pumpkin. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. I don't know what these are. Kinda tomatoey, but they're not on, like, trellises. Ooh, that's not bad. That looks, I don't know, like a root vegetable? I don't know. I don't know. Over yonder, this is our auto shop. Keeps the cars running. Oh, I also failed to mention, so the fuel efficiency of the auto shop makes it so that you can drive a little bit more efficiently, which is really nice. And then, of course, Marcus, who's max level, auto mechanic, also gets another 25% fuel efficiency here, plus 50% vehicle stealth. Vehicle stealth is just like the aggro range for vehicles when you're driving around, how much noise they make, etc. So it's really nice. Here's our movie theater lounge, which is pretty sweet. And I'm pretty sure someone in our community had a personality trait that, like, deeply benefited from having a movie theater. I forget who it was. Yeah, it did look like rain. I think you're right. Yeah, here it is. Into cheesy movies. So Silvio, our leader, really likes morale bonuses facilities that have with a projector. So he's probably quite happy about that. Entertainment options 15, yeah. Alright, looks like you guys want Silvio. So, he's going to need to become a hero again for us to put him as a leader. But that works for me. And continuing with our lovely tour, then we have our field hospital. We've got this lovely trade depot where we can call people in and buy bulk. It's great. Up here is the radio communications comm center. And the lumber mill that makes us building materials here, which should be running but wasn't. We've got the hydroponics that is under construction. That's going to be done in about 5 minutes. Because new works real fast, I guess. Got the workshop. And the kitchen. I haven't really been using the kitchen much because we really haven't had the food for it. But kitchens are sort of the nice-to-haves, not need-to-haves. But being able to make your own energy drinks does come in handy. And the slow-cooking stews, if you have the kitchen mods, is pretty nice as well. Plus, if you really have bad morale, you can also put on a feast, and that gives you extra stamina, too. So there's some bonuses here. But, you know, kitchens is one of those, like, no, it's nice, but it's not going to break the bank if you don't have it. All right, the thing I wanted to do while we wait for hydroponics to be done is to make a batch of scent block. And to go kill that one active heart. Why not? So I got my fuel bombs. I'll get handgun. Heavy melee weapon. Oh, the salvage furnace is in. Yeah, we should use that too. So I just installed the salvage furnace. It's one of those things like I'm not going to leave it in there because it costs a lot, but it lets you salvage more parts off of weapon remains.
Someone in our community was killed and the murderer might be one of us. We need your help on this.
Hey, I can do that.
Hey, Pillbug, thank you for the resub.
Turns out I ain't quite dead yet. Surprise, surprise.
So many parts. What are the noises coming out from over there? It's like they're getting shanked or something. Alright, 1,500 parts. That's pretty good. And then as soon as we're done smelting the parts down, I'll switch off. The other thing I wanted to do is... I don't have the influence, never mind. Oh, Marcus has a brother in blue who needs help, but I did want to destroy this last active heart so that we have all quiet. So that's what I'm going to do while I wait for the hydroponics. You love this game, but you can't find yourself playing it? I know the feeling of just like, you really enjoy the game, but it's hard to get started.
I take out the nearest plague
because there's a lot of like initial time spent getting into it. I feel the same way about like TV shows. It's like, man, I love this TV show, but I just can't bring myself to like watch an episode. I would love to figure out the psychology behind it, but I know exactly how you feel.
I can't keep fighting. Fire in the hole! That definitely hurt it.
Oh, sucks for you, buddy. I heard you coming. I love being able to take out the feral like early like that. Oops. That hurt, but like whatever. Oh, there's 2 ferals. All right. Game was like, you dispatched the first one so fast, I'm gonna throw you a second.
This one's cleared out. Better keep it.
And we're all done here.
I love being hopped up on like trucker pills and just like absolutely smashing a feral to death. You love how casually they just run in and start swinging? Yeah, when it's your like 100th play heart, it's kind of routine. And I know it looks really funny to you guys as a result, but it's like, it's just another plague heart. Sometimes they go wrong, and if they go wrong, it's amusing. Well, that one's done. No more active. So the brother quest, Fangface, the brother in blue, has multiple different end paths. Sometimes you can end up recruiting the brother, sometimes not, without spoiling it. And there's a lot of quests like that fork, and you're not really sure what fork you're getting until the end. So like sometimes you get radio calls of people offering you, a trade opportunity, and you show up and it's a trade opportunity. And sometimes you show up and they shoot you in the face and try to mug you, right? Like, it keeps you on your toes, and I really like that about the game, that you don't necessarily know the outcome of something, even if you've played it a bunch of times, because there's variables that aren't known until the end. And yes, that feral definitely took more hits than the heart. I agree. Ferals are very hard to kill, mano a mano.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Except for my character disagrees. Sylvia was like, I don't know about that. How close am I? About halfway. It's not bad.
That's another supply run in the books.
Well, the hydroponics is done, so let's boost yields. And also, oops. Oh, well, it's busy. I was going to also install a compost bin. That should help to stabilize our food supplies once that's boosted. Oh, man, my materials today. Dear Lord, I am really happy that I have a sawmill, because it's expensive. I have an idea. We're pretty low on fuel. Calling a fuel trader.
Deal with this trade offer. Got your fuel. Looks like you get to keep driving these heaps a little longer.
What did you just call my car? A heap? Rand. You want to survive to tomorrow? You take that back.
So, I've got some news for you.
Rare skills trader. Oh, now they have my attention. Although I don't really have the influence to be able to buy one of those. We do have some people that have empty 5th skills, and the idea was to buy a rare skill because some of them are really powerful. So hygiene would be really nice. Yeah, hygiene is one of my favorites. For our specific community, sleep psychology wouldn't be bad either, because we're out of beds. The thing is, don't have the influence for it, so I would need to make influence
Let's
quick.
do some business.
Okay.
So he's got camp heater, which is not super useful to me, and fuel. I'm gonna buy one bag of fuel just because we're so low, but I'm gonna not buy the other one in hopes of buying rare skills. Our meds are going to be really low, but because rare skills are what, 1,500, I think. So I need to run these 2 bulk cures over to neighbors to be able to afford it. Oh, who's got the repeating crossbow? I mean, I know there's one there.
Man,
but...
every day is better than yesterday with you guys around.
Oh, Marcus, you're so sweet. In fact, Marcus, you can have a neon green backpack and a giant anti-material rifle.
Let's do
I
some
need to start cycling enclaves until I get the one that offers beds. I don't disagree with you there. That would be a really nice one to have. The extra beds is pretty awesome enclave bonus. So yeah, I think Tontrell has the crossbow.
Who's going on a meds run? We need him badly.
Yeah, he does. Ooh. Outbreak survivors, sharp knives is over. I ignored it. It went away. So things I can sell to neighbors, let's see. I'm trying to build up influence. I think that's probably, the bulk here is honestly probably enough. I'll sell the textbook too. And some packs of snacks, because I have a lot of them. That rare books have enough influence? You're right, you're right, you're right. So before I log for the night, going on overtime, let's go ahead and, because if I log now, the rare skills trader disappears and there's no telling if and what or when the opportunity arises next for me to buy one. So I'm going to have you guys decide what I should buy from them. So rare skills has these following textbooks. And not all two are alike. I will try to go off of memory and tell you the benefits of them. Oh, sorry. It's taking me a second. All right, there we go. It fits. Look at that. So here's the textbooks that you can buy off the rare skills. Driving textbook improves your driving. It gives you the driver skill, which is like fuel efficiency and soundproofing of your car. Fishing gives you food per day. Hygiene lowers the amount that you get blood plagued when you are attacked or bloated or whatever. Lycanology gives you meds per day. Recycling guide gives you parts per day, and I think materials, like 2 materials and parts. Scrum, I think, is a labor. Secret shopper is influence. Sewing guide is hit points and pockets into your, like, extra storage slots in your clothing. Sleep psychology is beds, like fewer beds required, and soundproofing lowers your sound risk for your community. The ones I typically buy would be hygiene, because the blood plague resistance is real strong and it stacks. So if you have like multiple hygiene benefits, it gets real good. The sewing, you know, is actually stronger than it sounds, because extra pockets allows you to carry more stuff. So like instead of like 2 fuel bombs, you can carry, or instead of 3 fuel bombs, you can carry 4 per slot. And then it also gives you hit points. And then recycling guide isn't bad either when you need... Let me double check. Quirk, skills, State of Decay 2. This was off of memory. Recycling gives you 2 materials per day and 25 parts a day. Yeah, okay. Scrum gives you labor and facility speed actions. And then sewing is max item stack, max health, and knowledge of craftsmanship. Alright, so I got that right.
You in here? Nobody home. Let's move on. Are you in here?
No, why'd I get out? Clearly no one
Nobody
here.
home. Let's move on.
Sweet. Here's a compost bin. So with all of our food production boosted... Oh. And I'm going to go to an upgraded farm. Dude. You should practice the rare skill of hitting the thing you're shooting at.
Better keep it.
I was alone and on night patrol the first time I walked in the horde. My heart said fight. My head told me to run. Glad I listened to my head.
Are you up for some trading?
Yeah, sure.
Can you guys stop interrupting? I swear to God, I've never seen a less accurate trader. Just unbelievable whiffing every shot possible. Alright, we have moved a lot of influence. I will wait until I'm finishing searching these two for you guys to vote. But it does look like hygiene's going to be the thing.
I was hoping for more.
And then it comes down to the next question, which is who gets it. It's too bad I don't have room for 2 books, because I do have 2 members that have blank slots. I had theorized that one of those blank slots, it might make sense to give him doctoring, medicine, but like we don't have to. That was just an idea that I had. Okay, hygiene guide it is.
I got some stuff to trade.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, you could just mouse over it. Character with driving skill spends less fuel, makes less noise, so on and so forth, like I said. So here's the hygiene guide. Increases the survivor's health and prevents blood plague infection. Bot. Alright, the last thing that we're going to do is to give it to someone. So, oh, what trade was that? Oh no, that was one I called in. Who learns hygiene? Kerr or Arnold? I think those are the 2, right? Yeah. So Kerr is the hero storyteller, builder, drill sergeant. Oh, he is a drill sergeant. That's funny. I joked that he was a drill sergeant in a past life. He was. Okay. Reads books, takes power's nap, and is nostalgic. And then Arnold here, he's funny, pedantic, and probably has a blank unknown that I would learn if I like took him out and talked to him. You guys can vote on that while I drive home. Really? My home's that far away? Oh, so it is. Was that the outbreak survivors shooting the zombies next to me or shooting me? I think it was the zombies near me, but you never can be too sure. Hi, door. Why I'm plaguing myself is the other thing we wanted is for Silvio here to become leader again. So any opportunity for him to kill zombies on the way home, might as well take, because he's pretty close to being lead. Killing, you know, zombies that give influence, specifically. Like you. Alright, so with all the boosted yields, we are gaining 1 food per day. Which is not exactly true, because for some of the boosting, we have to spend spend food to make more food. But with the farm at level 2, then we should be more getting net positive food, allowing us to have like feasts and stuff, which will be useful for morale if we want a lot of morale for reasons. Because something else that we could do is we could actually change our landmark off of beds and onto something else, because if you have a lot of morale, like really, really high morale, you don't really need... Oh, God! You don't really need beds for everyone, because like they're going to be happy whether they have bedding or not. And you guys want Kerr to learn the book. Got it. Okay, I'm a hero again. That was pretty quick. Thanks to the absolutely infested home turf that we have. No! Why'd you do that? Whoever shot this feral off my trunk does not understand what I was... Oh, and this feral can't even move. It's not... doesn't even have clipping anymore. Well, it's not my problem. Can't hurt anyone. That's funny. Yeah, have a feast every day instead of food, or instead of beds. Exactly. It's payback for earlier. Yeah, no kidding. Get stuck. You're a bush Wookie now. Shot it in a whole new dimension. It's a creeper now. It's green and it growls from the bushes. You know it's gonna get free like right when I'm vulnerable, right? Alright, so without further ado, demote Tontrell. And Silvio. So Tontrell fired Silvio and then Silvio unfired himself. Effectively.
How
Boop.
about you let someone else lead for a while? Nobody can do this job forever.
All right. I'll give him a Tommy gun. Seems like a good weapon for him. So the last things I want to do was the book. That's right. So let's switch to Kerr. Who's playing with his ham radio. Seems like a very drill sergeant-y thing to do. I'm commandeering the radio. Don't touch it. Only my music. Willie Nelson, 24/7, 365. Something like that. You, sir, are gonna learn a book.
Old dog, meet new trick.
So, infection resistance, 50. And max health, 10. Very nice, very nice. And if you're ever wondering about your active effects in your community, there's this tab here, which tells you. So you can see the things that are affecting morale. So Silvio and Tantrell were recently demoted, so that's a negative effect of morale. Materials are low, so Thomas and Kerr are worried. There's not enough beds, so Thomas is upset. And materials are low, so others are worried. But then the good ones, which is all of these greens. There's so many, it's ridiculous. And I'm not too worried about the negative, the low materials, because there's radio calls for that, and we're making it with the lumber mill. And then, yeah, the other thing I wanted to show was the positive active effects. So you can see we get 50% more salvage, and that's not even including the salvage furnace that's currently not installed. The sort of knowledge that everyone has in the community for different crafting and the like. Oh, I didn't realize that the wrenches provide knowledge of auto mechanics through the radio. That's very cool. I had no idea. And then some of the other flat bonuses down here. So, extra resting, infection recovery, infection resistance, fuel efficiency. So you have 55, fuel efficiency, so on and so forth. And then depending on the total morale, you can also see lines like this, which is people level up their skills 50% faster because they're empowered by high morale. Very strong stuff.
I think I'm gonna take a sick day.
So I think this is where I am going to leave off, with Silvio back as the rightful leader of the community, with all of the facilities built, albeit not all of them are like fully upgraded.
Hell yes.
Actually, that's not true. I think storage could be upgraded, but apart from storage, like all the others are fully upgraded. And with no active hearts and only 6 hearts left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hearts left on the map, which is like a very reasonable thing to do, in a single stream. Thank you for tuning in to State of Decay 2 Lethal Curveballs, which originally streamed live on Twitch November 22nd and November 23rd. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. Hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow zombie slayers.